Hi everyone, my name's Kat and this is my first YouTube video, so welcome to my channel. This will probably be really unprofessional because I have no experience making videos, but it's something I just wanted to do, so I thought I'll just give it a go. So today I'm thinking of easing myself back into making some art because I haven't done anything for ages. Life's just got in the way, it's been busy, work's been busy, and I just haven't had time. So I thought that I would do something fairly simple. I don't have a massive plan or anything. I've just got some scrap cardboard from my dog's food, and I'm going to collage this. I really enjoy working with cardboard, actually. It's something I've recently discovered. We always have plenty of it in the house because my partner's getting multiple deliveries all the time. And I just think it looks really cool. I did a domestica class by an artist called Sarah Hand, and she actually makes these sort of characters out of cardboard and paper mache. And I did that class and I really enjoyed it, and it's a shame I can't find my cat that I made because I fell in love with it. It was so cute. Maybe I'll find a picture and stick it in here, but I do have another one on the go at the moment. This is going to be a character called Dave. So I've got his nose there and his ears. Basically I just cut it out of cardboard, covered it in masking tape, and then the next plan is to cover it in paper and then paint it. But I've had this going for ages and I've kind of forgotten about it. But anyway, this is a different project. This is just collage. I will add some 3D elements to it. I think I'm just gonna cut out a load of eyeball shapes. Just been obsessed with putting eyeballs on everything recently, lots of eyeballs. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna draw some eyeball shapes, cut them out, stick them on, add some collage, see what happens. It might look rubbish, but I can guarantee that at least I'll have fun doing it. So anyway, I'm gonna grab my collage stash and I'll be right back. So I have a ton of collage material. I keep them just in a cardboard box in these plastic like folder inserts. I've got so much different stuff. I don't like throwing anything away really. I have jelly plate prints, should I say, loads of those. I have just scraps from old paintings, old illustrations gone wrong, tissue paper that came in packaging, pages torn out of notepads. I've got all sorts really. So there's plenty of stuff to use. I'm not going to limit myself. I'll just pull stuff out and see how it looks. I really like some of the gel print pieces. So for example, this piece, I've used a lot of this. I've used the best bits actually. So this is just an off-cut scrap, but I just really like this sort of monochrome, creepy looking paper. It'll go well with the eyeballs, I think. So that's the collage paper that I'm going to use. I do really like using this paper. It's like calligraphy paper, so it's quite a good weight. It's thin, so it collages really easily, and it just looks really nice, whatever you do on it. So that's my collage stash. So I think I'm going to cut out the eyeballs first, the eyeball shapes, just so I can have a play around and see which sizes I want to use and where they might be placed, and then I'll get collaging. So I've cut most of my eyeballs out now, but I think that I'm missing a massive one to make a big impact. So I think I'm going to go hunt around for another bit of cardboard, and I'm going to cut out a really big one to make it a bit more fun. Okay, so I was considering sticking these down first and then collaging, but I think I will start collaging first and then I will collage over, I'll stick the eyeballs down and collage over with some plain white tissue paper over those, and then I'll paint on some detail on the eyeballs. Okay, so I'm gonna start collaging then. I'm just gonna pick pieces out at random and stick them down and see what I think looks good. I'm not gonna be too fussy over it. This is just a project for fun, so if it turns out looking good, then bonus, but if not, I'm not gonna worry about it. Still got a bit of residue from the inky water that I've got over there, but I don't mind that. I did put quite a lot of glue down, and there's a few wrinkles here and there, but I actually don't mind that. I quite like the look of the little wrinkles that you get. I know some people are really perfectionist about that and they like it to be completely flat. I'm going to bend some of these pieces around the edges because I think it just looks better. I'm going to continue until this is all covered. So this is just black tissue paper and it does tend to get really wrinkled up, but again, I don't mind that. I think it looks quite cool. So I'm just going to go with it. I do want a pop of colour in here somewhere, so I think I might use this piece. Still goes with the theme. Got your black there. Getting little bits of rubbish from the table sticking to it. There's always little bits because I do use this table so much for collaging. I really like this bit of collage paper. And I don't know why, I think maybe I like that white splodge. I did this on the jelly print. Sometimes you get these pieces that you just really like and it feels a shame to tear it up and stick it on something that's not a particularly elaborate project, but do you know what, I'm just gonna do it, because otherwise you get too precious about things, and it's not about that. It's just about having fun and seeing what happens, and sure I'll make something that looks like this again, but if not, oh well. Okay, so I've mostly just been using jelly print stuff so far. I'm gonna try and use some other little bits and pieces. So got some stuff that I tore out of a notepad there that I can use. Just makes it more interesting. Have some different bits and pieces. I've kind of followed a common theme with the pink and the black, but I do want a little bit of variation in different papers and different textures. I think maybe having 2 bits there might look too much, so I'm just going to go with that little piece there, and then some other paper here, which was just ink experiments with different brushes. Okay, so I've collaged all of this now, and I actually quite like it. I think this looks good on its own, but I do still want to stick some eyeballs on, jazz it up a bit. But I actually quite like how this has turned out. It's gone a little bit wibbly because of the glue, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry with a couple of books on top of it, just to flatten it out before I stick the eyeballs on. But so far I really like the pink and the black combination. I've been kind of leaning towards that lately. And I think it looks really cool. I need to stick some of the bits down on the back, but I can do that after I've added the eyeballs. But for now, I think it looks quite cool. If this was in a frame, like a shadow box frame, I think this would look nice as is. And all I've done is stick down some jelly plate prints and some other bits and bobs. Like, I think this was some directions that I wrote down for someone. And it looks good. Like, I think this could be a standalone piece of art in itself. It's not a masterpiece, but I think it looks quite cool. Anyway, bear with me, I'll be back in a bit and I'll be sticking down the eyes. Okay, so I've got these 3 sort of tester eyeballs that I did. This one was covered in tissue paper and then I painted some ink on top. This one is some more of this sort of jelly print paper. Quite like that, but maybe the white is a better contrast. And then this one was painted, but I only did one thin coat. I do like this, but then it leaves this side cardboard exposed. So I think I'm going to cover it in tissue paper and do them all like this. So, right, I'm going to get started. So I've got some of my eyeballs drying. This one here is the biggie. So I've covered them in a tissue paper, and if you can see here, I've done a little water rim with some of this gel print paper, and I think it looks quite cool. But as you can see, it looks quite grey, so I think I'm going to do a light coat of acrylic paint over this in a kind of off-white colour to give it more of an eyeball feel. So the rest are kind of covered in tissue paper. This one is covered in some of the gel print paper as well. And when they're dried, I will paint the eyeballs on and then stick them down. But before I do that, I was thinking I might do some scribbles on this background with some oil pastels, because I think it will make it look more interesting. If I can find a bright pink one, that would be ideal. Or maybe I could use some of this blue, not sure yet. And then once I've put the oil pastel on, I will need to spray and seal that so that it doesn't smudge. So I'm gonna give that a go and I'll be right back. I've actually decided that I'm going to collage rather than use ink on the eyes. I think it's going to look better. So I'm going to use a combination of the black tissue paper and then some of this gel print paper that I've used in the background. I think it will look quite good. So let's give it a go. Right, I've got all of my eyeballs collaged now. So all that's left to do is just rearrange them on here. I did take a picture earlier when I had them where I think that I want them. So I'm just gonna reference that and then I'm gonna stick them down. I did just spot this tiny little bit of collage paper that I really like too, so I'm just gonna stick that here. And then we'll see how it looks when it's done. Okay, so this is the finished thing. I think all of this is stuck down okay. And yeah, I like how it looks. And hopefully it's going to look even better when it's mounted in a shadow box frame. So I'm gonna give that a go now and see how it looks. This is the frame I'm going to put it in. It's just a cheap Hobbycraft frame. They always seem to have these ones on offer for a cheap price. So I think I got this one for £6. And here it is, the finished article in its frame. And I think it looks really good. I like how it looks like it's floating a little bit. I do need to stick it down a little bit better, but I really like it. And I may even hang it on the wall. So anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed watching me do this little project, and if you would like to like and subscribe, that would be amazing. I think I'm gonna try and do some weekly projects, so every Sunday I'm thinking, and if you want to follow along then that'd be great. So thanks for watching. Bye.